here are 5 things that make you look cheap. Yes. Today I'm going to be showing you 5 things, 5 very important things that make you look cheap, make your brand and make your business look cheap. Now before I get into the video, let me show you exactly why this video is important to you. Because you might be like, oh, I don't care. Why should I bother about whether I look cheap or expensive? Now, there are 3 major reasons why you should be concerned, especially if you're someone who wants to do business or build a profitable brand on the internet. Number 1 is the fact that perception is everything. How people perceive you and your brand is very important. If they see you as somebody who is beggarly, broke, who needs their help, they would most likely not want to do business with you. Yes, because if somebody looks desperate and frustrated, they are most likely to take my money and run away without delivering the goods or service that I paid for. So I rather want to do business with somebody who is already well-to-do, who is already comfortable, who already looks good. That is what people are looking out for. So if you come with your beggarly attitude on the internet, people will run from you. That is literally how life works. And you can see it play out in different manners. There are people who have, beggars around them, people who are less privileged around them, but they will never give them 5 naira. But when they go out to, meet a big man, a politician, they buy the best gifts and go because they know what they're doing. They rather do business with somebody who has something to offer than somebody who has nothing to offer. So if you're doing business, you're building a personal brand, make sure you look like somebody who has something to offer, even if you're still in your starting stages. And no, you don't have to break the bank, you don't have to borrow money, you don't have to live a fake life. You can wear or do the simple things that you have and still look expensive, still look comfortable, still look like somebody I want to do business with. That is one of the reasons why you should pay attention to whatever I'm going to talk about in this video and make sure you practice. But before we do that, please do something for me right now. Click on the share button that you're going to see anywhere around this video and copy the link to this video. Send it to your friends. Send it to anybody you know that does a business. Send it to at least 3 persons. They will forever be grateful to you because you're helping their lives. If you don't know anybody, just post it on your WhatsApp status. People are definitely going to see it. If you want to do that, click on the comments and say, I have shared it. I have shared it. 2 reasons why you should pay attention to looking expensive and looking good is the fact that humans will always be humans, right? I've said it on my status before, and I said it's only God in heaven, that looks at the heart. Every other human being looks at our physical appearance. Everybody first judges you by how they see you, which is why you could walk into a place, you could be the CEO of that place, and then somebody just comes and sends you to go and buy something for them because you look so haggard. Yes, it's to their disadvantage most of the time, but some of the time it's to your own disadvantage. So make sure you are particular about how you appear because people will first judge you by your appearance. And lastly, I feel it's disrespectful to your fellow human beings and your neighbors when you do not take care of yourself, when you do not look good. Imagine walking past a human being and you are smelling. That's disrespect. So as a person who respects and regards other people in his or her life, you should take care of your appearance because it helps other people live comfortable lives around you. So let's get straight into today's video and let me show you 5 things that can make you look cheap and how you should correct them. Are you ready? Okay, let's get started. Number 1 is your hair. Unkept hair. That's the first thing that can take whatever it is you're wearing from 100 to 0. Whether you're a man or a woman, your hair is the first thing people see when they look at you. Straight up, I'm looking at your hair. And if your hair is unkept, if it's bushy, if it's not combed, if it's tangled, if it's turned upside down, these are things that can easily irritate people and they just see you as somebody who is a beggar. So I see a lot of people pay attention to their outfits. They wear very expensive, nice, beautiful outfits, but then their hair is nothing to write home about. If you're on local, try and visit the salon at least once in 2 weeks. Try and touch it up, brush it. Have a small brush or a small comb that you put in your bag so that every 30 minutes you can excuse yourself, go to the restroom and brush up your hair. Make sure that it's still looking neat because your hair is the first thing that people use to judge you. You don't have to buy the expensive wigs and all of that. You can pack your natural hair very well, stylishly, and look good. Instead of wearing a wig that is tangled, spoiled, bad, just pack your natural hair. Or you do gel up. Gel up, you can even do it at home by yourself. Buy gel of 200 naira. Gel your hair. Buy that thing that they pin to the top and pin it. And that's it. You are good to go. So you don't have to stress yourself. But I would recommend that you have at least just one good wig. One very quality wig that you have. One good wig is better than 10 sponges. I call artificial hair sponge because at some point they start squeezing and they turn into sponge you can use to wash plates because that's the point. So one good wig, if you can invest in just one, have one that is good and keep it. Every every day you brush it, you stretch it, you take care of it, and you go out with it. This is for the ladies. And then that brings me to the next point. Still on the unkept hair. When you buy a good wig, don't just buy wig and that is it. Buy things that you use to take care of the wig. Buy things that you use to take care of the wig. Buy stretcher, buy hair cream or hair serum. Ask the person that sold it to you, what can I use for this hair? If it's conditioner, get conditioner. If it's spray bottle, get spray bottle. Don't just buy hair and every day you just pick it up and put on your head. You don't brush it, you don't spray, you don't put water on it, you don't put anything on it. No matter how expensive it is, even if it's a $1,000 hair, it will look very horrible if you don't take care of it. Very, very important. So your hair should never be cut on fresh, no matter how it is. Even if, do you know that your hair can actually transform your look when you are wearing a good hair? Can transform your look from a casual outfit to a bougie outfit. You can just wear a polo and a singlet and you just put a nice hair on it. You're already looking so good that you can go for a party with it. That is why you should focus on how your hair looks, because it's the number one point here and it's very, very important. People start to look at you from your hair. So make sure that your hair looks good, because an unkept hair is one of the major things that can make you look cheap. Next thing is your footwear. So after people look at your hair, the next place the eye goes is down to your footwear. Your footwear is another thing that can affect the way you look. So make sure that your footwear is neat. The same way you have a little brush in your handbag, have a little, maybe a brush or a piece of cloth for your footwear. So when you pass through dirty, dusty environments, go somewhere, dust it up, make sure it's still looking neat. Make sure you're wearing your size. Don't wear an undersized footwear or an oversized footwear. It just looks so tacky. Wear your size, wear good looking footwear. Don't wear off-colored footwear, and just make sure that the footwear looks good, because when you're wearing bad footwear, it has a way of bringing down your look from 100 to 0. Now you don't have to wear the most expensive. You can have just one nice black footwear that fits you very well and you're good to go. For the ladies, you can have one heel, one sneakers, one flat shoe, and you are good. You just keep styling them in different ways, right? Make sure that you are pairing the footwear with the right thing. You're not going to wear a beautiful dinner gown and then wear sneakers on top. Make sure that everything you're wearing looks, aligned to each other. Make sure that you are wearing the right thing for the right occasion. That is point number 2. The wrong footwear. If your footwear is bad, please patch it up. Don't wear a footwear that is obviously spoiled and say, I don't care. No, you should care. Wear something that is good and appealing to the eye, because it tells a lot about you and your brand. All right. The third point, and the third thing that can make you look very cheap, is body odor. Yeah, it can make you not just look cheap, look bad, look irritating, and people want to stay away from you. So make sure that you use fragrances. It's not the same to use antiperspirants, deodorants. Get them and use them. And then even when you're choosing fragrances, ask questions. Ask for fragrances that are not too harsh, because sometimes trying to cover body odor, some people use very harsh fragrances and they irritate people around them, because somebody around you could be asthmatic, could be allergic. So don't go packing very harsh fragrances for yourself. Try to make it a bit subtle. And one trick you can try is layering fragrances. So I love to layer fragrances. I don't just use one fragrance. I can mix different fragrances. Not like I don't mix them together. I mean layer. Just use one, use another one, use another one. It makes you smell different and unique. I've had people ask me which fragrance you use, because they don't know where that scent is coming. So one thing I like to do is to layer fragrances. So you can buy 2 or 3 different fragrances and then layer them. You smell unique. Nobody knows what you're wearing. And you just, go out your way looking expensive, not knowing that maybe it could just be 1,000 naira fragrances. And then you can get a small bottle, an extra small bottle that you put in your handbag for the ladies. So when you use the restroom, or when you just had a long walk, just quickly dab it on your skin, little on your dress, and then you still smell fresh. So don't go out without having a little bit of pocket perfumes in your handbag in case of situation. Hey, number 4 thing that makes people look cheap, especially ladies, is excessive or no jewelry. But most times it's on the excessive part. Most times there are people who wear jewelry that don't fit what they are wearing, or people who just want to pack all the jewelry in their box on their body. Know how to mix and match your jewelry. There are outfits that go with certain type of jewelry. For example, if you're wearing an off-shoulder dress and you're wearing a big earring, you don't need a neck piece anymore. If you must put a neck piece, just wear something very minimal that would hardly be noticed. You don't wear big earrings and then you now wear very big and bold neck pieces. clashing and it's screaming cheap, 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 desperate, desperate, desperate. So no, know how to mix and manage your jewelry. It's the same thing the other way around. You're wearing a very bold necklace, your earpiece, your earring should be very small and simple. Let the attention be on the necklace. And just know what particular type of jewelry fits what kind of outfit. Don't make it too much. Don't make it, jewelries are one thing that once you go a little bit overboard, if you're not an artist, you don't need artists and showbiz guys that we understand that they're doing it for the showbiz. But if you're going for an event, you're trying to be classy, you need to pack all those things on your neck, pack all those things on your hand. No, it just has a way of making you look really tacky and cheap and desperate. So simple, minimal jewelry, one wristwatch, a little bangle here, small earring, neck piece. That's it. You're good to go. You're looking classy. You're looking good. And please, once your jewelry starts to tarnish, change it. Don't wear a tarnished or a washed jewelry to go out. It's another thing that could affect the way you look. And the other part of it is no jewelry. Don't go out without anything at all, except your, of the belief that or you don't wear them at all. But if you wear jewelry, try to go with something a little bit here and there. It has a way of taking your outfit game up a notch, so it can really accentuate and make your outfit go from looking like a night wear to a party wear. So that's it on point number 4. Point number 5 is mix, is a combination of 3 or 4 different things, and it's about the dress or the cloth that you're wearing. So wearing skimpy, revealing, rumpled or torn outfits. Skimpy, revealing, rumpled or torn outfits. These things just make scream desperate, they scream cheap, they scream tacky. Find a way to reduce it. For example, if there's a slit in one side, there shouldn't be a slit in the other side. Or if there's a slit down, then there shouldn't be too much cleavage. Opening here, opening there, opening here, opening everywhere just screams so much cheap and so much desperation. So try to keep it minimal. Reduce the skimpiness. It doesn't really make you look expensive, it actually does the other way round. Secondly, rumpled outfits. Please try to make sure your outfits are properly ironed before you go out. Ironed and smoking. If you can't do it yourself, you can give it to a laundry person to do that for you. Revealing outfits, still talking about the same thing. Too much of flesh makes you look really, really cheap. Torn outfit. If your outfit is torn, please make sure you patch it. And then if you're wearing maybe a design that is naturally torn, like the rag outfit, make sure it's minimal, it's not too torn, and then everywhere is open and open, and you're looking like a mad person. So that's about the 5 things that can make you and your brand look cheap. Let me add one for the ladies, and that is excessive makeup. Excessive makeup. Please, if you do not know how to do makeup, just keep it simple. Lip gloss, eyebrows, small foundation, and you are good to go. Don't pack too many colors. Don't put lashes that are going up and down that you don't know how to handle. If you're not good with it, just do the one you can do. Don't go and do past yourself. To understand, keep it simple, because once your makeup is excessive and it's not rhyming, it's not matching, especially maybe with your outfit or the event, you start to look really, really cheap. So make sure you take note of this point and act on them. These are things that can help your brand, and when you correct them and you start looking proper, cream, one thing that it does for you is that it boosts your own confidence. So you can walk up to people, discuss business, you can feel good about yourself. When you feel good about yourself, man, you can achieve literally anything at all in this world. So make sure you pay attention to this, whether you have a business, a brand, or you're just, a person who loves to look good, and be confident. Avoid these 5 or 6 points rather, so that your brand can look good. Before you go, you know how we do things here now. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if it made sense to you, if it was able to communicate with you. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up and drop a comment. Let me know which of the points that you really love the most. And if you have something to ask in the comments. I always read my comments and I reply. So ask in the comments. And if you want to send me a message, you can send me a message on Instagram at Finance by Kemjii. Finance by Kemjii. You want us to work together, plan something, run your marketing. Send me a message on Instagram at Finance by Kemjii. My handle link will be in the description. Send me a message and I'll be waiting to reply you. And until next time, bye. See you.